today's video, we're going to talk about makeup for mature skin. I love makeup. I'm 55 years old. I do have mature skin. I also have oily combination skin where I'm more oily down my T-zone and I'm pretty normal everywhere else. My skin has already been primed as well as moisturized and sunscreen. And if you're like me, as we mature, I really didn't start to get into makeup again until my 40s because my children, were growing up. They didn't need me as much. And so I could have time just doing something for me. And this has become like a part of me, just spending time by myself with my thoughts. I may listen to music, a podcast. I may listen to a sermon or whatever while I'm getting ready. It's just me and my time that I like to do on a daily basis if I can. So the first thing, like I said, I've already primed, I've already moisturized and put on sunscreen. So the product for my foundation that I'm using today is by the Lip Bar. And it is Just a Tint 3-in-1 Tinted Skin Conditioner. This is a great product and is definitely mature skin friendly, where it's not really heavy. It's not going to sink in any pores, which I have large pores around my nose and my cheeks, or any fine lines. Is not going to accentuate any of those problem areas. I like to put a little of the foundation on my hand. I usually have a palette that I can just put the foundation on, but I didn't bring it down with me today. So I'm just going to use the back of my hand as my palette. I'll either use a brush, and this is the brush I'm using today. This is by, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it. I will list it in the bottom, in the description box, but I either use a brush or a beauty sponge. This one is by Beauty Bakery, and I'll be using this as well. So I just kind of dot, and my mirror is right here on the side. It's kind of looking to the side. And then I just kind of press it in. I tend to use more in this area just because of the moles that I have. And this is definitely not a full coverage product. So it's not going to cover any of that, of the whole lot, as far as the moles and things on my face. And I'm also a little darker around my chin where I have hyperpigmentation. So I'll use it there, put some on my ears just to make sure it matches the rest. And then I put whatever is left on the brush on my forehead. I don't typically put a lot of makeup on my forehead. I don't feel like I need it. I don't need any coverage there really. And I'll bring it down on my neck to make sure the application is seamless. So you won't be able to see, there won't be a line of demarcation from my chin or the bottom of my face to my neck. I also don't put a lot of product on my nose just because, as I said, my nose is rather oily. And again, I don't need the coverage there. Whatever is left on the brush, I'll try to put it there. And then for my concealer, this is also by the Lip Bar, and it's right here. And again, I'll leave the shades and everything in the description box. I like this concealer. Again, it is also pretty mature woman friendly. And I just like to put my concealer just in dots to kind of bring it down just a little bit. And I'll either use a brush or a sponge. And today I'm going to use both. So I'll take this brush, this little, it's really for foundation, but I like to use it for concealer. And I just bring it down and a little bit on my lids just to kind of cover any darkness that may be under my eye. That was a very little product because, I mean, when we get to be mature women, we tend to have fine lines under our eyes, and you don't want to do anything to accentuate those fine lines, but just to kind of cover any darkness. And that's it. And I will go back and set it with powder in just a little bit. And I'm planning on wearing eyeshadow, so I also will be applying this eyeshadow primer, and this is by Juvia's Place. And as I was saying before, you know, I didn't wear makeup a lot when my kids were younger. If I did, I wore gloss and maybe some mascara because I just didn't have the time. But now that I have the time, and I, for the past several years, I definitely wear it and I like wearing it. But I didn't know all of these things about primers and setting powder and all of those things. So primer for your eyeshadow is just to kind of get rid of any discoloration, and it also helps with you putting on the actual eyeshadow to help it blend better and to help it stay. And I have a eyebrow product also by the Lip Bar. So I'm gonna use this smaller mirror so I can see. And this product is like a gel, but it's tinted. And so I just wanna kinda barely put it through my brows because this stuff is super pigmented. So that's all I'm gonna do with those today. I'm just gonna kind of brush it through. And for me, to me, in my opinion, as we age, a fuller brow looks better. It looks more youthful versus like a little small, like, you know, those little skinny brows. And I remember, gosh, I have pictures of me with those, and I don't know if they ever looked good, even when I was younger. And I was like, what was I thinking? So I put the eyeshadow primer on, I've done my brows, and now I'm going to add a little blush. And no, before I add the blush, I'm going to do a little contouring. And this is something that I've really never done a whole lot until I tried this product. And this is by Oma Beauty, another Black-owned brand. And this stuff, it's so good. It has a highlighter on one end, and then it has a contour on the other. What I like about it is that it's really, really easy to blend, and a little goes a long way. So I just kind of go where my ear starts. I go from the back and just a little, and then I'll blend it in. And then I'll do a little under my chin to kind of disguise this double chin I got going on. And then I'll do a little on my forehead. And this also brings dimension back to your face. So if you just have on foundation, it makes your face look flat. So I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to take my brush again and kind of brush upward. And if you see, it just adds a little bit of color and dimension back to my face. And so that's that as far as the contour is concerned. And then I will add blush, and I'm going to add a powder on the contour as well. I'll get to that. So the blush I'm using is by LYS. This is another Black-owned brand, and this is a cream blush. It's so pretty. I mean, that looks kind of scary because I did it really, but I wouldn't put that much on my face. But I just wanted to show you that it was cream. And I'm just using a blush brush. Say that fast. A blush brush. And then I like to just dab it. Don't smile, because again, as we age, if you smile and you put the blush on the fat part of your cheek, then what will happen, oftentimes it will bring your face down. So I just like to go to the back of my cheek and kind of just put a little bit and just go there. And that's that. And then I'm going to set my under eyes, and this is with, this is a Pat McGrath under eye powder. And I love this stuff. You don't get a lot of product. That's the color of it. You can see it looks kind of light, but it definitely blends in, and it helps diminish the look of lines on your face. So I'm going to use just a dampened sponge and tap off the excess and just put it under my eyes to set. And then I'm going to set the contour with a powder. This is also by LYS. And this is a, I don't know if it's a contour powder or a bronzing powder, but I'm going to use this with this brush, just a little bit on the side, just to kind of set it a little bit and then blend. Now for my eyes, oh, excuse me. I'm gonna do something really, really simple. And I'll go back and set the rest of my face too. This is another lip bar product. This is one of their quads, eyeshadow quad. And it's very pretty, vibrant colors. It's really, look at that pigmentation. Did I go into the same one twice? Oh, I did. Oh, so pretty. Let's do this one. This one is the only matte one, I think. And I didn't go into this one. Pretty. So, so pretty. And the lip bar products, most of them can be found at Target. So this eyeshadow look is going to be super simple. I'm using, the brushes that I'm going to be using are mostly by Sonia G. I like these brushes because they're natural hair brushes. I also have Wayne Goss brushes as well. And they're perfect for mature eyes because as we get older, our eye skin is crepey and is super, super thin. And for me, some of those brushes that are synthetic, they are really scratchy. And so these brushes are a bit more pricey, but they're worth it. And I've had these sets for a few years now, and I really, really like them. Oh, I added this color just in this area in my crease. I like to add eyeshadow because I just like it, but also it adds dimension to your face and to your eyes. And I just like to add a bit, and then I'll take another brush that's clean like this, like a blending brush, and just go on top of that just to make sure that it's all blended out and there's no harsh lines. And I'm just gonna add a softer, probably matte color on the lid. I'm gonna add, this is Lip Bar 2. This is a setting powder, but I like the shade of it. And I'm gonna put that on my eye, on my eyelid. Then I'm gonna do some setting spray first before I add any mascara. And before I do that, I'm going to actually set my face with this same powder. And I don't use a lot, just a bit. I'm just gonna set the places where I tend to get oily. And that's it. I'll add my lip. This is also, all of these products, most of them that I am using now are from the Lip Bar. And this is a gloss here. And I'll have the names of everything in the description box where you can get them and the links and all. And so I'm just going to put this gloss on. It's like a gold. And then for mascara, this is the best mascara I've used in a long, long time. And this is also by Oma Beauty. So, so good. So, so good. And it just lengthens your lashes. Look at that. Compared to this eye. I'm not a false eyelash person. I feel like I would probably glue my eyes shut. And that ain't my jam. And I feel like, this may be unpopular opinion. I feel like for people our age, not that you can't wear them, but I think that we should, if we're going to wear them, or if you're going to wear them, whomever, they should be appropriately sized. I think if you have small eyes, you should wear lashes that are appropriate to that, so it won't make your eyes look even smaller. You know, and I think it can age you. I don't care for them. For me, I see them on other people when they're natural and they just enhance your eye. I love that. But for me, and the way my eyes and my skin is set up, I would probably have some type of reaction to it. So I don't. I do use a eyelash booster, so to speak, that will help your eyelashes grow. And I will link that below. I said I was going to spray my face before I did my mascara, and I didn't. So I'm not going to spray my face now. But what I can do, I can spray it on my sponge. And this is Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I'm just going to spray it on the sponge. And then kind of pat it. And that's the look. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or anything about any of the products, please leave them below. Please follow and like this video, and I hope to see you soon.